And Jean Casares, correspondent for In Session on our sister network, True TV. She joins us from the Penn State campus. And in Hollywood tonight, we have defense attorney Debra Opri, who worked on the Jackson molestation case. All right, guys, this Sandusky thing has the whole nation disgusted. But in his big primetime NBC interview, he insisted he's innocent. And we went through this whole thing before with Michael Jackson, and we all know how that turned out. Debra Opri, you were an attorney, you worked on the Jackson molestation case. Let's go to our Showbiz Flashpoint. Did Sandusky beat the rap like Michael Jackson? Debra.
Easy answer is yes, but you have to see the distinguishing traits here. First of all, the interviews you played with Michael Jackson when he was in the red shirt, that case led to a settlement, never reached the courtroom. As to him with the kids talking, that was a foundation by which the second case, the child molestation case, was filed against him. So his own words coming out of his own mouth, it did not help him. As far as this Sandusky giving an interview with words coming out of his mouth, you have to remember that when Michael Jackson went to trial in 2004, 2005, it was Thomas Mesereau who was standing beside him giving the press conference and issuing the statement. Nothing came out of Michael Jackson's mouth. Sandusky had better keep his mouth shut because those words are going to come back to haunt him, and his attorney never should have let him answer those questions himself. He should have had him sitting there, and he should have done the statement for him. What will happen with Sandusky? Two different stories. The creative world of entertainment and a sports gym and a shower locker room. Mr. Dan Sandusky, I'm talking to you personally. You better wake up and keep your mouth shut, period.
Jean Casares, you're on the ground at Penn State. Our Showbiz Flashpoint, despite the white-hot attention this case is getting at State College and around the world, can Sandusky beat the rap like Michael Jackson?
Well, the potential jury pool is right here, and let me tell you, Carlos, let me show you. It's the headline of every newspaper today in town, and there are two majors. As you can see, Sandusky, I'm innocent. So the theory is definitely coming out, but the defense has put itself in a corner by Jerry Sandusky's own words, and it could become the focal point of the prosecution's case because he admits many, many things from the interview last night.
But, Jean, you make a really great point that I didn't even think about. The jury pool is right there, and we know how loyal Penn State fans can be. Michael Jackson's former attorney, Mark Garagos, who represented Jackson during his molestation case, is raising a red flag. He says that just like in the Jackson case, before he was acquitted, there was a rush to judgment. Debra Opri, having been involved in the Jackson case yourself, does he have a point?
He has a very good point. There's always a rush to judgment when you don't have a trial and you have two cases that have to be presented. This man is innocent before he is tried, and he's going to be innocent until the jury returns a verdict. However, I am in agreement with everyone out there who says even though you are going for a jury pool and you're going to taint the jury, his own words are going to be used against him by the prosecution, and he shouldn't be talking. He should not have given an interview. If he had given an interview, he should have sat there very quietly and let his attorney speak for him. This is a 67-year-old man. Over how many boys have come forward? 7, 8, maybe 9?
Well, there's 8 in the grand jury report.
An indictment with 40 counts.
Well, Sandusky is insisting.
An indictment with 40 counts. This is a very serious situation, and much more so than Michael Jackson.
Well, Sandusky is saying this is all some kind of big grand mix-up. But in the same breath, in his interview with Bob Costas, he admitted to behavior that I think most people would find a little creepy. Listen to what he said.
Well, in retrospect, I shouldn't have showered with those kids.
It seems that if all of these accusations are false, you are the unluckiest and most persecuted man that any of us has ever heard about.
Oh, I don't know what you want me to say. I don't think that these have been the best days of my life.
Jean, you're there at Penn State. How did this interview play at Penn State, very quickly?
You know, people don't want to believe that Jerry Sandusky did any of this. They don't. They loved him. They truly did. People I've met associated with him said, I'm shocked that he could have done this type of behavior. If there's a change of venue motion coming up, it'll be from the Attorney General's office, I believe, not the defense.
Jean Casares, Debra Opri, great job as always, guys. Thank you so much.